let him have 3 admirals, and then Beige, Olive, and I hopefully would just go after Red and make him the next target that we bring down. And I think that's how it would have played out. I can't speak for Olive. I don't know what he was thinking, but I'm pretty sure that's where he was at. But I didn't want to get pushed around and have to make a video where I said, "Oh well, I give him the navigator without getting anything in return," but then he helps in the way that he already said he would have helped. That's not how I was wanting this friendly game that doesn't actually even mean anything in terms of rating to go down. Um, so so Red doesn't trust us, um, because he thinks we're trying to play him against Olive, um, and he wants us to attack first. And then he was so insistent about the specifics, and it started to seem a little suspicious to me. And he was using words that could be interpreted as ambiguous, um, and I started to get worried that maybe he was trying to play us because he was so worried that we were going to play him. Um, but we got it all worked out, and it became red, pink, and beige against olive, like I wanted it to. Um, but though it was a risky move because if red said no, it turns into a 2v2, and we were about to see that Olive is he does not go down easy. All of the wars up to this point have gone really easily, actually. Which I'm not saying that that's due to poor play. When you're in a 3v1 or for Orange and Sky like a 5v1, um, you do go down pretty quickly. But we'll see as this war plays out that Olive actually puts up more of a fight than anybody does. He also is the biggest player. Actually, no, at this point I'm the biggest player. But anyway, Red insists that Beige and I attack first, so that's what we do. Here come my attacks now. Um, Red has got he's got some drills stacked up. That's for sure. I think all of us were pretty high, riding pretty high in the cap. No one was really weak from any of our fighting. So Olive responds to this attack that I have coming at him. I'm going to take Garfield. I make a really big error here. This might be my biggest error of the game because I was very happy that I had a sentry, 2 princesses. That's a great combo, right? But stupid subs can only hold 3 specialists, including the smuggler. So I got to make 2 trips, right? Otherwise, no, I won't be getting my sentry stacked up. So I got to go back and get that other princess. Well, I forgot that his admiral was making his drills move at 2x speed. So as soon as I go back to get that princess, he's right on me, and there's just really no way that I'm going to get Callhammer back without a pretty big fight. Also, I'm fully aware that my queen is right there. Um, I do have a smuggler on the way to it, but so I could escape, but I didn't want this to be a thing where I move in with Tiberius and then Olive uses his superior speed to just dance around me and just eliminate or slowly start picking off my outposts while I have one big sub try to chase him down. Um, that seemed like a real bad scenario for me. So I was willing to let Callhammer just get lost, but stop the bleeding and sort of root up at Tiberius and sort of get some pretty decent forces around that. Over here on the other side, I sort of dance around, possibly taking down his queen. I moved to Vaccarino to take that. He comes in with a martyr, and I think, all right, maybe I can get around this, put pressure on his queen. He's got the admirals there, so he'll probably run away. But maybe I could get both Adi and Vaccarino. But he moves a martyr back, and I'm willing to just back off and just turn around and take Vaccarino. Also, he slipped in a drill behind me, so I was gonna have to backpedal to get Vaccarino anyway. Um, and this becomes sort of the theme of the remainder of the fight is Olive getting these little harassment subs in behind me, and me having to run them down with my slower subs. Because kings make you strong, but you have to actually get to the fight in order for that strength to be applied. So if you're wondering how to beat the king combo, Admiral, pretty good. Uh, I've always said that Admiral is the most overpowered specialist, but people think King is at the moment. The nerf war is coming after the King. But I chase him down, and at this point, once he gets to Cousteau, he starts to kind of run out of steam. I think he's losing enough. We'll see over here that he's losing enough that he's just kind of losing interest in the fight. He could have kept running around and harassing all my outposts, but he kind of just stops at Cousteau, and I finally catch up, which is the perfect time for that because I wanted to move this sub back towards my queen anyway so it could break this stalemate that's going on around Callhammer and free up my specialists again. If we back up, I'll show the other part of the war. Let's back all the way up. So let's time it up so we can see exactly when the war started. So the war, I launched from Tiberias, and as I'm launching from Tiberias, I'm getting these other specialists that I had recruited or hypnotized up into position. Maybe I should have done that first, but I had a feeling that Olive was going to start getting scared and that he was going to reach out to Red, and maybe Red would have enough time to change his mind. And so I just wanted to start the fight as soon as possible, which maybe I should stop doing that because it seemed to get myself into trouble. But I get my pirate into place here at Oaktown. I'm definitely going to get Bahat. I think maybe at Soren I lose Soren. Yeah, I don't take Soren, so I have to cut those subs headed for Poseidon down with my pirate, and then the backtrack that I have to send from Bahat finally gets to Soren, and I recover that. Fate generates its own drills to save it. He managed to get through and take Adama as well after Beige lost Salt Mine. But again, it's just harassment. It sucks. It sucks to lose outposts, but it was key to not freak out when that happened and sort of just start sending huge subs to try to shut that down because all I need is a little bit to just take it back. And then he moves again, and then I just take it back, and it's just, as long as I don't make a big deal of it, it's just not a big deal. And it does keep happening, but I just keep recovering. At Shasta, I send an attack, I take it over. Red actually criticizes this in his video. I'll get into that in just a second. So I take Shasta. I knew at Raven he was probably going to counterattack me, but I thought that at Bahat. Now at this point I have you might be thinking, oh, that pirate with 36 drills, what's that going to do to Raven? Probably nothing, right? Well, I have 4 kings at this point, so that's actually a really good fight for me, especially with the with the extra 10 left over that I'd have at Shasta, and I did think that red would help me out a little bit, since we were allied in this fight. Um, so I get on. I don't notice this 88 attack because I should have been able to stop it, but I just wasn't online for when the attack came. So I lose my chance to pirate that 88 sub, um, and it gets through and would hit Shasta. Red gets use out of my king by gifting his drills to me, getting effect to my king. Loses Olive loses a ton of drills, taking Shasta, and then he takes it for himself right here. And Red seems to think I should be thankful for this, but I mean, it's not like I asked for Shasta back. Um, that was his victory, so he gets Shasta. So I feel it seems like thanks enough to me. Um, and the reason that I bring that up is because no one really covered this in their videos, but I didn't really win the game. There was 3 third place finishers, because we had agreed that once Olive was destroyed, that we were just gonna concede, and not concede because no one wants that on the record, but to just gift outposts to whoever the winner should be. And I had said something to the effect of, whoever takes the most outposts from Olive will be the winner. Um, but the reason that gets a little convoluted is because Red just kind of sneaks in and takes basically empty village or outposts. You'll see basically every outpost he takes gets cleared of drills as he takes it. Now, it's not like Olive is gifting him, he still has to hit the walls, but all of the drills are being relocated away from Red and to me. Um, so that's one part of the consideration. The other part is Red only has one more outpost than me, and when I landed at Sweden here, no one was going after Raven. I could have gone for Raven. I could have. I think maybe somebody had claimed Kybers because you see Beige is headed for it, but I wasn't sure. Um, you see that at Summit, he's got 53 drills there for a very long time. Um, just sitting there. Um, and it's not until I get close to Suijin that he starts to launch his attack on Belanti, and I think that's because he knew that I was going to cut through Suijin and take Belanti myself if he didn't. So he sort of conveniently waits for me to get in position and then attacks. Sees that he claims Raven as well, but he's not even close to being ready to attack Raven. So by his own request, I don't attack Raven, even though I could have easily from Suijin. I also don't ask him for Shasta back when he takes Shasta. So Red takes one more outpost than me, but at this point it was just a conversation for who was going to get the medal, because I don't consider anyone the winner of this game. That is just how unbearable it was to play domination for us. It was. I don't think anyone was said at the end of this game like, oh, they had a ton of fun, they loved it. It was fun playing with people in the forums, but domination is just broken. I'm probably going to write a thread about how broken it is. It's pretty ridiculous. But that's a subject for another time. That's all I have for now. I win third place, the gold for winning third place, I guess. That's all I have. Thank you.